Right. Welcome to Nikita Kosfo's Keep It Simple Stupid Foam tutorial. I like the Keep It Simple Stupid, K-I-S-S, something to live by. So while I'm putting contacts in, hold on, let me turn down the volume of my computer. Oh god. So while I am putting glue on a seam to show you how to put curves together, I'm going to be telling you what I'm doing. So right now I'm building Torbjorn for Katsucon, and it's my first time making armor out of foam, and people wanted to know how I put my armor together, so I'm going to show you. Right now I am using DAP Weldwood contact cement. I'm putting it on very thinly in the seams that I want to put together. You don't want to put it on too thick because it'll take forever to dry and you'll be sitting there waiting, twiddling your thumbs. So this piece here, this piece is going to end up being this piece, the curved shin piece that you can see. This is one of my finished boots. It's really cool. I'm actually very proud of it. Though I did put the wrong toe on the boots at first, so I used a paintable caulk and filled the seam. I don't know how well that's going to turn out, but at least it's, you know, together. You might want to do this in a very well ventilated area because this stuff stinks. It gets it's very smelly. My mom jokes around that I'm getting high whenever I'm using it. You can hear my cats in the background. So what I did to pattern was I wrapped the boot that I was using. I ended up finding snowboarding boots at Goodwill that were perfect, and I wrapped the thing in plastic wrap, which you can see there, and I covered it in masking tape, and I drew on the masking tape where I wanted that's upside down, where I wanted the armor to be. That's the piece that I'm going to be putting together. Let me see if I can move this up a little bit so you can see. There we go. Okay. So what I did is I put the masking tape over it and I cut out what I needed and put it together. And don't mind me, I'm listening to Overwatch music on YouTube on repeat. That's the back piece that I already put here. And what I forgot to put together was I should have done another pattern afterwards with all the details that I needed. Because the foam, the bigger it is, the bigger your armor needs to be. For me, it doesn't really matter because hold on. So I put spacers here, and when you put everything together, you really don't even notice it, and no one's really going to be paying attention to the back of my boots anyway. This is what it ends up looking like at the end. Hold on, there you go. That's what it ends up looking at the end. Looking like. It's pretty cool. This is the first time I'm using contact cement. I've never used it before. What it is as it's drying, it's actually rather dry now, it sticks to itself instead of the foam, and it makes a very permanent bond. So this piece is going to be curved that way. So what I'm going to do, oh, it still needs to dry a little bit. Or I need to add more. I think I put it on too thin. I don't know. Once you start getting the hang of it, you'll like figure out how thick or thin it needs to be. This brush I ended up getting from the first tube of contact cement that I bought. I got it in a small container and went through it very quickly, and then I ran to Walmart and found it cheaper than on Amazon and was able to get it. They sell this at most Walmarts. You can check online and see if you can get it delivered to your local store if they don't have it. Because I think they do free store delivery and pickup, that kind of thing. You only have to let it dry for a couple minutes. So while that one's drying, right now I am using sewing pins to hold my armor pieces on while I'm working, just to make sure that I get all the seams right and I put it in the right place. Just to see what it's going to end up looking like.
Yeah.
I dropped a pin.
Yeah.
I guess I'll find that later when it sticks in my foot.
Okay, when is she going to be there?
A piece that looks like this.
You put my direct line at work.
A piece that looks like this here. The
Is that
fan
during the week or on the weekend?
goes together and ends up making a toe shape. So that's how I made the toes for my boots, like this one here. I didn't heat any of this before I did it.
732 692 2796.
Camera, I want to focus on that. There you go.
8 to 4:30.
I hear my camera focusing. How you doing there, camera? You doing okay? Whatever, focus on that. This is fine. So while one piece is drying, I will work on putting glue on another piece here.
Oh, your life sucks, Cindy.
My mom's talking to my aunt. Say hi, Mom! No, she's not
Nikki
paying
says
attention.
hi. She's doing a tutorial.
Yes, I am doing a tutorial.
She says hello.
Hello! I'm gonna put this on the YouTubes. I was planning on having this already layered and everything before I started, but I realized I should probably tell you a little bit more about what I was doing so that you can see the glue actually going on.
No, 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 no.
The only people that are gonna watch this are my friends, so it's totally fine. I'm doing this kind of late at night because I had work today, and I work at a restaurant, which is never fun. There we go. Okay, so these pieces are going to be coming together. Let me see if I could turn this a little bit. I probably should get a better thing. It's fine.
What?
Whatever. It's a pain in the butt.
Oh,
But if I hold it the way it's supposed to go, like this, I can press the seams together. And see, once you get the seam together, it's not coming apart.
find your check. Oh, that's good.
Oh, don't get anything stuck in the seam, by the way, like I just did. And ta-da! You have a glued curve.
Oh. This is my new phone.
It's really cool. I like it. No, I want you to focus in the center. Hold on, my autofocus
Yeah.
thing is going straight crazy.
Nice
Yeah,
pictures.
I got this foam from Amazon. They sell it in rolls. I can post the link in the description so you guys can buy it. It really works well. It's soft enough to cut with scissors. This is going to go right here. Let me make it bigger here so you guys can see that without seeing my face. Nobody wants to see that. But yeah, I cut the patterns out of tape and plastic first, and then I transferred those patterns to a piece of craft paper that I got from Michael's, really cheap. And then I transferred that to foam, and my mom helped me cut it out, and honestly, we cut it out using scissors and X-Acto knives. Nothing fancy, just scissors. You could probably use a foam cutting knife if you want to. I'm very cheap, so I tend to do things with what I have.
Show how you label the pieces.
What?
Show how you label the pieces.
Oh yeah. I labeled the pieces with a Sharpie.
Very important.
Right toe red. Red being for me the top piece. I labeled the under pieces black since that's the color that they're going to need to be. I was not paying attention and I ended up putting the left toe on the right boot. Because I was like, oh, left is totally left, and I forgot I had my right boot on the left and my left boot on the right, and I just, yeah, I wasn't looking at it right. Very smart on my part. But it's very important to label them so you know where everything is going. Right now I'm putting together the toe piece since the glue is dry. It does not take this long to dry. You can put it together anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour after you put the contact cement on it. It says not to use it after an hour. I'm guessing since it'll be too dry to actually stick to itself at that point. With foam, I see that you don't even need a couple minutes. You honestly just need about 30 to 45 seconds if you put a thin enough layer. Just keep an eye on it. Once it becomes less wet and less tacky, you can stick it together really simply. Yeah, I labeled the pieces before I even cut them out of the foam so that when I was cutting it out I wasn't messing up what needed to go where. After you get the bottom one, force it into shape and put the top pieces together. I'll have to find a better way of actually doing tutorials if you guys wanted more, but I was told I should probably do like a painting tutorial. But this one was cut wonky, so it's not going together very easily. That's fine. No one's going to pay attention to it, and I'll probably seal up the cracks with some of my caulk if I end up liking that. Or like a wood putty or plaster or clay or something. I don't know. Or I'll brush some contact cement in the seam, wait for it to dry, and then push the seam together some more. That's what I've had to do before. Right now I'm going to show how it goes onto the boot. To watch a lot more of me putting glue on things. If you get a lot on your brush, when you're doing large surfaces, just spread it around. You're going to have a while to be able to spread it, but you don't want to leave lines like that. You want to spread it out so it's wet without being overly goopy. And try not to get this on your hands. I did that the other day. I got a lot more on my skin than I probably should have and ended up sticking my fingers to the foam and then my fingers to my other fingers, and getting it off took off some of my skin. So it is a very permanent bond, and it actually bonded the foam from here to the vinyl from the boots. So it works on fabric, it works on wood, it says it works on metal. I have yet to test that. I haven't tested it on wood yet either, but I saw a tutorial online about, or a forum on using contact cement instead of hot glue. And I'm glad I did, because I tried using hot melt hot glue to bind my foam pieces to the boot, thinking it was going to work better than the contact cement, and the glue peeled right off. I'm glad it happened now and not when I was at the actual convention trying to walk and then my shoes fall apart on me after everything was painted. But you know, you learn, and you're going to learn from my mistakes. So don't use hot glue to put vinyl and foam together. It won't stick very much, and this stuff is magic. You might have to let it dry for a few extra minutes on the vinyl, since it's a non-porous surface, and it'll take a bit to actually dry. It's not going to soak in as much. So I waited about 5 or 10 minutes before I actually put the foam onto the vinyl, and then it stuck immediately where I put it. So it was beautiful.
So make sure you place it right the first time.
Yes, I am going to place it right the first
Not
time.
you, just tell
them. Oh yeah, place it right the first time, because once you put it down, it's going to be very hard to take off. What? Oh, thank you. Now it's going to look like I'm advertising Perrier.
And if you had smell-o-vision, you'd see this.
Yeah, if you had smell-o-vision, you wouldn't want to watch this video because it stinks.
Just watch your eyes get more and more dilated.
Yeah. My mom jokes that this makes me high. I'm not sure if that's a joke though.
I don't think so.
No. No, it is not a joke.
These cats look stoned.
I'm just gonna have you in all my video tutorials, Mom. You can sit there criticizing my painting when I actually paint.
Let's break the internet.
Let's break the internet. No, I think the only people that are gonna be watching this are a couple people on Facebook. It's not even editing, so it's fine. I don't have a video editing software. Okay, so thin coat applied entirely over that, and now to go in and apply it on this. It is not an exact science, but you're going to want to get the entire surface covered because the glue sticks to itself. It does not stick to the foam. I want to try this as an actual sealer for the foam. I have not tried it yet. I haven't tried painting it. I did buy a couple cans of Plastidip that I'm going to use as an actual base. I got it in black since the foam, the armor is actually black, and I can be lazy and not paint the entire thing again. But they make Plastidip in white, and I think they sell it in other colors, but they only sell it at my Home Depot in white and black. My cat is meowing to be fed, but her meows are a lie. She's just fat and does not need more food. I actually had to put their treats in a different container because my cat opened the cabinet, took out her bag of treats, ripped it open, and tried eating them. I caught her before she could actually eat it though, so.